How are you?
Yes, sort of congratulations on the late penalty on the point there. What were your thoughts overall on the match and the way, specifically, that your team started this game?
I think we did well. To be honest, I think the first half we played well. We considered a goal, I would say kind of an unlucky way because they crossed. They had they put a lot of player up, and the deflection went in their favor. But there's also the other team. And then I think we played a very good first half, playing better than them and having the chance to tie immediately with Brian with the header, and then pushing, having a lot of half a chances. Um, we were a little bit, to be honest, too frantic with the ball, and in the final third, and that's uh, I would say the reason why we create a lot of threat, in my opinion, but not a lot of chances. The second half actually, in terms of quality of play, was a little less. I think we felt that we were a little tired, but I'm very proud of the fact that we stayed in the game for the entire duration of the game. We didn't concede chances, to be honest, to them. The only one was on a corner when they hit the bar, like minute 81, 82. And again, we didn't have chances to be honest. Like we were defending, we were a little bit too slow in moving the ball from left to right and right to left. But luckily, so at the end, we went like even more offensive, putting goals in the midfield and having Levy and Ali as a wingback basically, and that paid off because in one of these change, Javain went to 1v1 and we get the free kick that led to the penalty. So I think that the tie is fair for what we did in the first half. In the second half, the effort made us deserve the tie, but we could have done better offensively for sure in the second half.
And it's the first goal for your team after three matches
Yeah.
without scoring. And like you said, came from a penalty off an unfortunate handball for Nuhu. How much of this is a sort of a boost for your team now moving forward, Inter Miami next week, and even before that, the Cavalry game at home in the Canadian Championship?
Yeah, I know that everyone is excited for Inter Miami, but the most important game of next week is the Cavalry game. I know, but by far, because it's a do or die game. So even though we are ahead 2-1, but we need to approach the game in the best way possible to go to the semifinal. And so it's uh, it give us the little bit of breath, because it would have been very frustrating to lose another game 1-0. But again, we need to be a little better. I think in those games where we didn't score, we actually created much more than today, and so probably the I would say the mm, luck, gods of football, whatever. They gave us back the goal that we deserve against Austin and against Colorado one today. So hopefully they want to give us one more even against Miami. But we need to play better against Miami because we need to be well not play better. Let me rephrase. We need to be better in the final third because I think we played better in the build up and everything, and we need to be better because Uh, all the stats says that if we want to win the game against Miami, probably we need to score two goals, not one. So that's something that will work in the week. But before we concentrated on beating Cavalry.
And last one for me, obviously, in a game like this, a Cascadian Cup match, it's always going to be heated. But with Nuhu getting a red card at the end, that's three red cards in two matches against the Whitecaps for Seattle. What did you make about the physicality in the game and the way that you guys sort of canceled each other out in that regard?
Yeah, it's always a battle. To be honest, the red card at the end for Nuhu, it's very unfortunate for him. What can you do? It's a penalty. It's the same thing of having a red card for Beyond last game. I don't think. I think, of course, they cannot do anything else. The referee probably it follows the rule, but it's a rule that probably should be changed, to be honest. So that's it's too much to risk. Let's say if it happened in minute 57 instead of 90, the Sounders have to play 10 men like we did last week, and it would be an injustice, to be honest. Not in terms of the regulation that they say like this, but in terms of you know the, how the game developed. But yeah, it was very physical, and really proud of myself. I get a yellow card, and I get very quiet after that, so I didn't get sent off. So small steps.
Well done, Vanni.
Thank you
so much. I'll say bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Felipe. Joshua, please.
Hi, Vanni. You mentioned the play in the final third. Like, what, in your eyes, specifically needs to be better in the final third, especially considering another busy week for you guys?
Today, two things. The first things, I think we were too hasty. I don't know the word. It was we were trying to. A lot of time we received the ball behind the line, and we had space to go and go at them, and we wanted to play that final pass immediately, or the short pass immediately. So that's the thing. That's the one thing. The second thing is the occupation. Today I think the wide players they have to be very wide when we have the ball, but when we are in the final third, the opposite side, let's say we are playing on the right side, the left side player needs to attack, and the left side number 8 needs to attack. I think we weren't able to do that run. Probably it's because we are playing back to back to back, and it's very demanding to do it every time. But that's what we need to do better. We need to occupy more the box.
And obviously, Andres left the match due to an ankle injury. Is there any word on him or anything?
No, we'll see. We'll see. He was struggling at the end of the first half. On the play where they were doing a counter attack, and he defended the counter attack. He defended the cross. When the ball hit your foot, and the foot does like a little bit like this. So it twisted a little bit his ankle. So it was already in the plan that he wasn't going to start the game against Cavalry on Tuesday. So we'll see how the thing develops, because it's gotta be honest with you, especially for our South American players, I would love them to be there to play against those South American legends that we play Saturday. So that's it's like for me when we play Insigne and Bernardeschi. So it's the same thing.
Thanks, Vanni. Have a safe flight back home.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joshua. JJ, please.
Hey, Vanni, good evening. Congrats on the late point.
Thank you.
Sounded very confident, unbothered by the fact that, it's just the one goal in the last 4 games, and it comes from the spot. Is that an area of concern? Because you don't seem concerned.
If you look at today, probably yes, because we didn't create chances. If you look at the previous game, no. In Colorado and in Austin, we didn't score because of millimeters. So let's say like this. So and that happens. But if you look at today, we need to be better in the final third. As I said, we need to be producing more for what we do well in the build-up, and because at the end, even they didn't produce too much, but at the end you could lose, even though you were playing a little better than them in the first half, 1-0, because they scored and we didn't. So we again, it's an area of analysis for sure, especially this game, because I think we could have done a little better in the final third.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Safe travels home.
Thank you.